Relax. It's ASMR. Welcome back. If you are watching, this is a part of the series that I am doing on cleaning out my ASMR closet. If you haven't watched the first one, you can see the introduction and you can see my first attempt to use one of the Kitty Crafty projects to make stickers out of glue. But for this video, we are going to build some fake Legos, and we're going to make a little Pac-Man ghost. I've had this for quite a while, but the advantage of this is Legos don't go bad, so we should be fine. They're very small. Lots of red, as to be expected. 22 and 15 and 60, 58, 19, 30, 247 pieces. And we're going to build it up in a ring. That makes sense to me. So what we're going to do is put the instructions here at the top. These are like mini Legos. Kind of cute. Okay. So the first thing you always do is sort your Legos. Easiest way is by color. And then by shape. It's a little tedious to start out with, but it saves you from hunting around for the perfect piece later on. You can just move right to it and pick it out. All these blue ones seem to be the two. Okay, now that just leaves us with a red. We have some corner pieces. We have some 3 stud and 2 stud. And then we have some 2x4s and 2x6s and 2x3s. It's a pretty good variety. Quickly go through here and identify these larger ones. Then work our way down to the next largest ones. That way we can just quickly pick exactly the ones we want. And the larger ones are easy to pick out. So it's easy to visually identify the one you want. It's working pretty well so far. Just got a few more of these 2x3s to find. Put them in a pile. And then if we pull out these corner pieces, they're probably the next most easy to visually identify really quickly. And there's a ton of them. So we can put them all in a pile here. I'm really digging the size of these. When we had our younger children, they were babies, we would have Duplos. Well, first we actually had Primos, which were really huge, massive Legos that were about twice the size of Duplos, if not 4 times the size. But they're really easy for little babies' hands to grab and work with. Then as they got older, like toddler, preschool age, we got them Duplos and had those for a while. And then eventually they moved up to regular Legos. The pieces got a little smaller than you had when they were preteen, teen. They got into the Technic, which had even smaller pieces. Looks like we have some 2x2s here as well. We'll pull some of those out. But these are like on Technic level size as far as being very small. Okay. Powering through this here, which is kind of neat. Be interesting to see how they hold together. Pick up these 3x1s here. Oops. So I know probably Lego would not want to have themselves compared to this product, but it's inevitable given its shape and its function. Another corner piece. Like a little Hoover vacuum. Sucking these up in my hand, placing them where they need to be. They're getting smaller and smaller. So it gets a little bit more tedious. But this is an ASMR channel, so I think sorting Legos fits in perfectly with the goal of helping you feel relaxed and sleepy. Oh, we had to bite to escape our notice. Okay, and then that leaves us with the smallest which we can just put over here together. Now things will be much easier to work with. So I'm following this pattern, and it shows a 2x4 and a 2x3, and then getting this first ring is going to be the most tricky part because there's nothing for it to hook to yet. Then we have two of these. Go like that. Then like that. Then we have 3 and 4. So I can see why we have so many of these little corner pieces. Then we have that. And that. Hold up on there. Then we have a 4. And then we're coming right back around this way. And this way. And then one more. Coming this way. Okay. We actually have 3 over here as well. So we'll put all that together because we now need to get the next ring, which is a 6, which holds this one. And this one. That one. Okay, so it sticks out like that. Then we have that fits on, that fits on. And this fits into the gap there. These seem to slide and lock together pretty well, which is good because this would get to be a mess fairly quickly if they didn't. Okay. Then that goes there. That goes there to hook on to these. This is all making sense. It may actually be too small for you guys to easily see what's going on. But we're building up a ring. And then we have a 3. Which hooks to this 4. Then we have another 3. And then we have another 3. It sticks out by 2. So from here, I'm going to kind of speed up the video a little bit so that you can see the beginning process of putting this together. As it turns out, the instructions were accurate, but printed very small. And so, in order to put it together correctly, I really had to get up close to the directions because sometimes there was only just a little line that was telling you what type of brick you should use. So I had a lot of trouble struggling with making sure I had the correct brick in the correct order, in the right sequence and layer, and I had to back up a few times to make sure that I got it right. So I'm not going to put you through all that process, but I'm going to show you this here is the final product. I finally figured out how to put it all together after about 2 different sittings. I had to kind of just back away for a while and then come back to it. But it worked. It was fine. The instructions were good as far as accuracy. They were not good as far as the best way to convey the information for putting it together. But we got there in the end. And here we have our little Pac-Man ghost all ready to go chase some Pac-Man and Mrs. Pac-Man. So, this was the second item in clearing out my ASMR closet.